Well, in this video, we're putting that rack on this Land Cruiser. So this is a rugged bound, solidly welded rack built for the 80 series. You're gonna see it's a thing of beauty. And this red pearl Land Cruiser is a 1994 and it's got 112,000 miles on it. So it's a gem, it's a beauty. So of course, only the best for this cruiser, which is gonna be that roof rack. As you can see, rugged bound totally packs it up real great. You'll see inside there's a whole bunch of protection. Came on that pallet over there with a Tundra tonneau cover, the tour top, and in case you're interested, this is the drawer system that's gonna go into an 80 series. It's like the best drawer system in the market. Also to go inside an 80. Where are we? We're in Southern California at, well, of course, the premier Land Cruiser shop, Cruiser Tech. We have a manual. This thing is sick. Don't worry, we're gonna get to our video in a second, but check that out. That's right, manual diesel. We got this beast. Good old Cruiser Tech right there. Another cruiser here being worked on. See, they climb right into the engine bay. And then, wow, look at this 60 series. I think I'll have to do a reel on that for my Instagram. So hey, we're about to get started. Subscribe to the channel because you'll get tons of Land Cruiser content. And if you're ever on Instagram, go check out Land Cruiser 949. So I'm gonna get my good old everyday carry Gerber gear knife out and slice this. Be real careful to not hit the powder coat finish, aluminum finish, and we'll get started. All right, here we go. Okay, so the first step is obviously I have my roof rack ready. I put some protection down. It's got some styrofoam around it as well. And I got it upside down. Why? Because I'm going to attach my 3 on each side, my rain gutter clamps. And make sure you count out, you got 6 of these, 6 covers that are already attached to that. So I undid them, and you've got all your levels that you can do, because you can make this roof rack sit tall or a little bit more low profile. And even though I refinished the original roof rack here, this is 2K paint. She's coming off for something way better, powder coat. All right, so now I'm gonna remove that. Okay, so what I do is up on this workbench or rooftop tent, I pre-do all these to the lowest setting. So of course you can make this higher because those 2 brackets can obviously shift up, and you can put these on this one, and these are all the different levels. So I have it to the lowest setting, lowest setting, lowest setting, lowest setting on 4 of them. Those will be in the back. Far back, because this is about level, but once you get up to the front, it starts to stick up like a baseball cap, right? It's gonna be a little higher. So on that, I've gone, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm actually 4 up, and I'm bolting these here. I wanted to go 3 up, but the problem is, if you bolt this here, that hits this back bracket that you screw into. So I had no choice but to go here. I'm pretty sure the fit's gonna be fine because I did this before, and it was just the front that needed to be up. When I first did this, I did like low level, 1 up, and then higher, and discovered that all the ones in the back, again, here and here, which is gonna be here and here. It's symmetrical, you see, right? So it's the same distance, each one of these bars from the outside. So it goes out and then out again. It's all symmetrical. So front and back, either way, it's not a problem. I'll verify that with the badging. Well, yeah, the badging's on both corners. Let's confirm that again. This is the new badging compared to the first one I did, yeah. So it's totally symmetrical. All right, so now that that's done, I can slide in. Well, I'm gonna bolt these down. I'm not gonna do these totally tight. This one I wanna do because Might as well do it while I can have it access to it to lock in that. These screw in, so I don't have to have a wrench or anything on the back of this. You just have to do the front. This is going to be the tougher ones because it's underneath the bar. So you'll see, for instance, you see right here, you can put the carriage bolt through this thicker spot. So we'll slide one in there, two in. Well, I should put that on camera, right? And then slide it to the end. We'll do the same thing on the other side, and we'll secure these down because they do butt right up to the far end, because again, made for an 80 series. So it's not like a one size fits many different trucks. This is for an 80 series. So we're going to put the two lower ones and two more lower ones and then the higher ones. So again, you want to make life easy, do everything up top on your workbench, get it ready, and then see that? Whoop. Drop it in. Drop it in. And then, I don't have the first one in. There you go. Hang on. Okay, take two. We want that first one in there. There we go. I just needed two hands to do it, but you get the idea. Each bolt has to drop in here and then locks into the channel. So there and there, and we'll tighten those down and we'll do the rest. So kind of like the most tedious, longest thing is getting them ready up here. Once you drop them here and tighten them down, you get your buddy to help lift it up on the truck, and then we'll clamp down each of the three on each side into the rail, the rain gutters. And you know, maybe one tip when you're putting these together, again, 4 of them to the lowest setting and this one up 1, 2, 3, 4 for the front. Do it while you're watching basketball, football, your favorite program in front of the TV. It's tedious, you just got to do it, but then you can install them like I'm doing now. Just got the front to do. All right, so you need a 13 millimeter for 10 for this, both sides, and 13 for these and for these. But I've battened down the hatches, it's all attached. So now we're going to get 2 people and we're gonna lift it up and over and put it in place. Time to do that. Okay, we have the rack up. So we started from the back and just got the first pieces in the rail and just slid it through, got it halfway, stood up on the tire and just inched it forward. And what's nice is you have these rubber pieces here too, so you're not gonna scratch with the metal. I remember on the first gen that I got, it didn't have these rubber pieces, and I'll put those centered. Nice rubber pieces on each one. So now I'll cinch it down. And when you really look at this roof rack, here's why I wanna tell you it's the best. First of all, you see the cross members, right? So, and all these are dovetailed cross members going across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And let me just climb up. And then the bars that are running lengthwise, like this. So you know who used to do that or who copied this design? Another company from South Africa. I won't say the name, but we're about to go look at another rack, which is the rack that copied this. So Big Country said, that's our design. It's copywritten, protected, patented. So, and look at all those welds, weld everywhere. So it's all welded one piece versus the competition that tried to do that, but they were stopped. So I'm not gonna name any names here, but it's a competitor you might know. And look, their bars go this way, not this way. Do you see any cross members? I don't. What you see here is It's just attached end to end. So it's relying from this point to that point. Versus the Rugged Bound has secure bars welded in. These are screwed in, by the way. This takes forever to build in your driveway. Welded in, and then the bars sit on top of those going end to end. Way more secure. That's why that roof rack can handle a rooftop tent and a family of 4 with your dog and a lot of weight, right? Over 600 pounds. This ain't gonna cut it. And no, these are not cross members. Those are just the luggage rails that are left over on the Land Cruiser, which you could remove these, actually leave them on. These I like to unscrew it, that comes off, same thing on the other side, and then you polish these up or put 2K paint if you want to keep them in great shape, which is what I did over there. All right, so that is one of the competitors. And sure, you know what? They got 4 spots where it's locked down. You don't need to do that on the Rugged Bound. There's 3 spots. That's all it needs to be. And notice this is coming up almost to the sunroof and a lot of distance left in the back. So that's some square footage area that's being missed. This is coming all the way to the back, and I tested it that the, you know, again, before you batten down the hatches, give it a test, make sure it clears. And then look at the front. Comes all the way to the front. You're maximizing your square footage usage at the top of your roof rack. All right, they're making some noise here late in the day. Hang on. So now I'm just getting these fitted loose. I'm gonna make sure we have them all clamped down on each side. And this, I actually loosened it, tilted it, right? So now I'm at an angle. A slight angle, so it just fits the roof rail better. Such a clean fit. That's the trick. So you want to be 1, 2, 3, 4 up, and these up top, and the 2 back ones, these down below, right? Down below, and you're at the last hole. Perfect. The same. We've covered it, and this one a little higher, so you can see at least 2 full holes and half of the third. That's how you do it. And here we have the drawer system going in. Yeah, someone's got to get inside. So you can see no wood here. Except for this board is actually wood. Fingers, fingers. All right. And for my first video, it was the colorful badge. I prefer this. This is badass. And it also comes with an optional cover right here. So this can come off, and then you got a work area on top. Yeah, and a cool little basket that fits perfect. Also, that's not plastic, folks. That's metal. So cool basket to separate stuff also in there. There's a whole video on how to install this. I'll put it in the description below, or it'll be the suggested video to play at the end. But and a second basket. How do you like that? So 2 baskets and a nice little work area. And then you can take this off, access gear, put it back on either side. So this is genius. It's just an accessory for the drawer system. And you do want to get it back just past the little metal flashing here. So, like so. See that? It took 3 of them. I just pushed that with my arm. Don't tell them. Anyways, no, it is heavy. Once you have it up there, it slides. And then you're going to bolt in 2 little L brackets to hold up the side panel. There's a nice panel that goes here. All the hardware is already screwed in. And then you're connecting in the front, and you're connecting in the back. And then it's secure. All right, that's a whole other video. Back to this. So I'm just putting in my final pieces, and then I'll tighten it down real tight. because that's what's gonna clamp it, right? ARB uses the same system, so as you screw this in, it tightens it up on the roof rail. The only difference is the ARB steel roof rack weighs frickin' 250 pounds. I know, I almost broke my back taking it off an 80 series in another roof rack mounting video for Rugged Bound. Okay, let me button it up. And now the hatch is battened down. Now don't forget the holes, the pre-existing holes. So what I did is I got some wrap, same color as the truck. Not bad, right? So I'm just gonna clean up the area and put these down so no water gets in. There is some solutions. You can get some grommets, rubber grommets and bolts to cover those holes, but I would still put this on top if I were you, definitely. Let me show you what that's gonna look like. And there she is, covered in red. So hard to see, right? You would never know it unless you're the one that put it on. And there's the finished product. So we'll do one last walk around. That's such a sexy bar. But not only sexy, it's functional, right? It's a functioning bar that you can put a ton of weight up there and have no issues. Nice. So I'll put some of my gear up there, maybe a Roam box or 23-0, a couple of Zargaz cases, and she's good to go. I love it. I love that bar. Not that bar, that rack. So thanks for watching, subscribe, and yeah, hit me up if you have any questions on the install. And especially if you want to get one, you can get it installed here at Cruiser Tech. So hit me up, I'll put you in touch with them, and you can get an order for that or the drawer system that's in there. So check out the video for the drawers. I'll have it in the description, and I'll have it at the end of this video coming up here in a couple seconds. So thanks for watching. This Land Cruiser right here, it will be for sale. 112,000 miles, California its whole life. So rust-free, excellent shape. Let me just show you that interior real quick. Old school, no leather that cracks, right? This is the upholstery, and I swear to God, it is like new. It smells so good. I shampooed it. I didn't need to, but I did it. It smells amazing. So there you have it. Good old 112,000 mile Land Cruiser. Old man Emu lift and 33 Wild Peak wheels on there. All right, thanks for watching. Happy trails. Hit me up. Get yourself a Rugged Bound roof rack and take your Land Cruiser to the next level.